Hello friends, I'm Daniel Chi, like you always know. Today I'll be making a video about for those who want to come to Italy as a tourist or Europe in general, tourist visa, that's Schengen visa. But first of all, why don't you first kind of subscribe to my video so you get information on this kind of topics, when next I upload. Okay, let's go. Today I'm outside, nice weather. You're wondering why I'm wearing this jacket? Because it's cold out here, man. This is winter period, so it's cold. All right, let me go straight into the point now. To apply for a tourist visa to come to Italy, Europe, then you have to have a lot of things put into consideration and get them right. First of all, your passport photographs, which should be in colored form. They require 2 copies, but you might just get 4 or 6, in case of one of the copies goes bad. So you just have to rely on the 2 dimension. You can just have 4 just in case something happens to any one of them. So colored photograph of yourself without makeups, please. No earring for the girls. Don't cover your hair, just look natural on a white background. It's very important, white background. If you don't really know the photo specification, then you can go online and ask for and get the specification right on the website in the embassy. So also, secondly, you have to have a valid passport, your international passport, your country's passport. You have to have a valid one, not a kind of passport that is almost filled up. No, you have to have one with a lot of pages still vacant, still valid. Also, you have to have your insurance, medical insurance. Medical insurance that you can also get in your country. You can check online how to get it in your country, medical insurance. And also your flight reservation ticket is important. You have to get that one too. You don't necessarily have to book the flight, though some people go booking the flight. But you don't have to go book the flight because you never can tell. But in this case, I advise you not to book for the flight. Just get the flight reservation ticket ready and your insurance, and also your yellow card. The yellow card, which is now required. You have to go do the vaccination, then you get the certificate of the yellow card. All these documents will be required when you'll be going to submit them. Also, they need to know if you have sufficient money with you, so they need like your 6 months statement of account from your bank. 6 months, because actually I must tell you this, you must have at least 5,000 euro. I don't know how much that will be in your currency. 3,000, from 3, 4, 5,000 depending. Money, in euro, then you can convert that to your country's currency depending on where you are. So now you have to have that kind of amount in your bank, so this should reflect in your statement of account. So because why they want to know, they need this statement of account, they need it to verify if you can really sustain yourself when you travel, coming to Europe, to Italy, depending on where you'll be domiciling, where you'll be living when you come, So now this money is a proof that you can sustain yourself, pay for flight, you're going and coming back, ticket, hotel, feeding, transportation while you are still here. And also, they also need your where you'll be kind of lodging, proof of lodging, where you'll be staying when you come. So if you're going to stay in a hotel, you have to book. You have to book for that online. Don't pay. I advise that you just reserve a room for yourself, so they will book you, then you get a document or whatever, a document that shows that you have booked. So all this also will be required when you be going to submit all the forms. Now, when you come to the form, you have to go online to the website, Italian Embassy. Then you download the form, the one that's the tourist Schengen. You download this form, you fill it correctly and neatly in capital letters. Everything should be in capital letters. Sometimes people make mistakes, but I advise that before you start filling this form, you have to make a photocopy of this form first of all, then fill it fill in the photocopies first, cross-check it. If there's no mistake, then you can copy from the photocopy then into the original form, the one you have downloaded. So in this case, you are sure that there is no mistakes. Go through it over and over again. Don't be nervous, because when you get your things right, they will hardly deny you this visa. All right, let's proceed. Then after the statement of account, the next thing is they need a letter, your employment letter. If you are working, they need this employment letter, and a kind of nolla osta, letter of no objection from where you are working. It's a kind of identification. You are working, the people who employ you, the management, they are going to write the company office, whatever. They are going to identify that, yeah, they know you, you work with them, they are aware of your journey to Italy, to Europe, wherever, and they have given you the permission. You know, they just have to write things about you, and in this letter of no objection, they have to also stamp it, you know, with the office seal, the office stamp, you know, with a signature also, to prove that it's authentic, it's original. So now you have other documents like your date of birth, you know, your birth certificate. You also need that one also, and other identification, other identity cards you have. And then for those who are not employed, you have your own business, you know, you kind of entrepreneur, you need your CAC document. That is your company's, the one you use to register your company. That document, you need it also to, you have to need also your tax certificate, the document that shows that you pay tax, you know, the tax certificate. They need that also, and your statement of account. So, but if you're also a student, then you need your admission letter from your university. And then for students, even if you don't have up to that kind of amount, 5,000 euro or 6,000, then your parents, your uncle, auntie, mother, father can stand as a person who is sponsoring you, as a sponsor, so they can get their own bank statement of the bank statement, and then give it to you and write that they are the ones sponsoring you. So in that case, you are safe. But if someone is sponsoring you, for example, you don't have, in general, if you don't have up to 5,000 euro in your bank, let's say you have just like 1,000 euro or $2,000, depending, it's not up to the required amount, then you also have to go to your uncle, anyone who can sponsor you, who is going to stand as your sponsor. You can get the statement from that person, the bank statement of that person. If your father, your mother, your brother, your uncle, that person can give you his or her statement and write a letter also stating that he is sponsoring you. Then with that one, you can attach it to your own also, your own statement of account also. So now I think it's clarified. So if you don't have the money, somebody can also sponsor you. Then after that, then you proceed to the VFS center, where you are going to submit all of these documents. You know, remember all the documents I mentioned from the beginning. Then you submit them. I think actually it takes like sometimes 12 days, 15 days. It's already out. The visa is yours, provided that you have everything well stated out correctly. So, well, you wonder why they kind of ask for this money and all these documents. They just want to make sure that you're not going to go and never come back again, you know. They want to be sure of who they are giving the visa to, your identity, you know. They just have to clear you, you know. So that's why they require all this, to make sure that you have a tie back to your country, something that will bring you back home, you know, and people who can identify you. So just to make sure that you're not just any kind of person, you know, who is just going there to cause trouble, you know. Yeah, so now if you ask if there will be an interview, in some cases, not all cases, all is kind of rare, but if you are kind of if you see yourself being asked for that you will be going for an interview, then there's no fear. You just have to prepare yourself. Just make sure you know all the things you have written down in the visa form. You know, I suggest after filling the visa form, you should have a copy of your own, so in case you are called upon for an interview, because maybe they just want to clarify things by seeing you in physical. So you have to get this form ready also. Have a copy of your own, and then go through it over and over again, so that when you be asked question there, you will not make any mistake. But you can check, there's a video I made about interview questions in the embassy, so you can go check that video out. Also, I explain certain things there, what to prepare, how to prepare, whatever, what to bring with you, your behavior pattern, and the rest. There's nothing to be scared about it. Don't be nervous at all. It's a simple process. You don't need an agent. Some people go through agents, spend a lot of money, you know, sometimes they don't even get it. But I rest assure you that if you get all these things right, just I've mentioned, then your guess is as good as mine. You have the visa. A lot of people have advised they pass through this method. It's nothing difficult. People are scared, they go through agents who also do the same thing. The only difference between you and the agent is that the agent has knowledge about it. It's just the same thing, the same procedure. They will do for you. They will just get all these documents for you, and sometimes they could get fake. And you know, when they bring fake, then it can affect you, because when you get to the airport in Italy or wherever you're going to, Germany, anywhere, Spain, France, they are going to find out that these documents are fake, and then you will be sent back, or sometimes you'll be in prison. You could go to jail for it, you know, for forging documents. So that's why some agents have landed a lot of people in prisons, you know, and people waste money through these agents. So you can do it. Just follow these steps I've just mentioned. Nothing else than these things. It's not that difficult. So please try to also, if you're not that clarified, also you need more extra informations, you can write me on the comments section. Also, I'll also advise you that you can also go online, go to the website, and check all the requirements, because you know, sometimes they also update these informations too, but I think for a long time the information has remained the same. So that's it. Go online, get more information, because this is what separates you and the agent. The agent has this information, but now you're hearing some of them just like that for free. You don't have to go through any agent. You can do it yourself and have confidence that all the documents you have brought are real and original, you know. Also, then what else? Did I forget anything? So if you have any doubts, any question, you can write in the comment section, and I will reply you as soon as possible. Yeah, that's it. So nice one. So you can give me a like on my video, you know, just to show me some love, appreciation, you know. Also share the video. You never can tell who you are going to help with this information. Also, what else? Did I forget anything? No. All right, so for me, I'm Daniel Chi. I'm outside, like I told you in the beginning, just relaxing. Well, I tried. So I wish you good luck when you be going to this the VFS center, you know, these letters. So when you get there, just submit everything, pay the visa fee. Sometimes I think it's like 100 or 120 euro, 50 euro. It's not that expensive. So you can just pay and submit, thumbprint, and the rest. That's all. Wish you good luck. So that's it. All right, kind of, I want to show a view of this place where I am. You may be wondering where I am. I'll be showing a view. I think I'm in Bisozzo, in a city called Varese in Italy. You can see the environment also. And then I want to show the park. I'm in a park also, yeah, close to my house where I live. I just came out to take some kind of fresh air. You know, oxygen is good, fresh oxygen, you know, because there are trees around here. So I'll be showing around, you know, around the area. Yeah, I'm gonna take my bag. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to show around my area, the park. There's a water there making some kind of noise, you know, a stream, I think so. A stream. There's a stream here. You see around the park. Very nice, green trees, you know. Now going to show Oh, there's an helicopter coming. Let's see. Okay. So this is a stream. Sometimes I used to think if I could come here to fish, but I don't know. Some say you have to have a license before you can fish, you know? So, yeah, they used to get a lot of big fishes here, you know? But I don't know why. I've never seen them taking the fishes home. After fishing, they still throw back the fish back to the water. I don't know, maybe they don't like eating the fish, you know? Maybe the Italians have a different kind of fish they love eating. Yeah, there was a day they caught a big fish, big ones actually. I've never seen anyone cook them, eat them, they still throw them back. Yeah, there's the stream. The water goes round, large, but nobody swims in it actually. I've never seen anyone who swims in this place, you know. It could be risky. You know, the old current is a little bit high. Okay, there's it. The stream. Okay, there's a children park. Little children normally come here to play, relax. Even adults too, they can come here relax. So as a tourist, when you come, you have a lot of places to visit, you know. And remember, when you come, you have to go to the questura, to the police, to go and present yourself. You know, it's part of the law. You have to present yourself. They will give you a kind of an identity card, a document, so that when any policeman stops you, you show them this document, so they don't have to harass you, you know. Also, you need to go to the comune. I don't know if you are gonna stay long. I don't know how long you'll be staying, depending on how many months visa you'll be given. So when you come to Italy, visit nice places. Go to the lake, you know, they have nice dishes, I tell you that. Restaurants where you can go eat nice food, you know, lasagna, pizza, you know, spaghetti, you know, those pasta, gelato, you know, the Italian dish is very delicious, I must tell you that. You have to try those food, man. And you also have to take a lot of pictures. Take a lot of pictures, you know, when you come to Italy. This will leave you with nice memory as a tourist. Italians are welcoming people. They smile a lot, you know, they say ciao ciao, you know. Oh, okay. So, let's go. This is the park. It's a cool place. The weather here is damn cold, man. Oh, that's an helicopter. So, this is a view of the park close to my house in Bezzozzo. Yeah. I live in Italy for a long time now. So, don't ask me if I can speak the language. For sure I can speak, but not so perfect like the Italians themselves. You can't speak a language more better than the owners of the language, so I can't say 100%, but I'm still trying, learning day by day, because every day you learn new words, you know. So when you come, you also try to pick one or two things, you know, in the language. Definitely you can also speak little. So nice view. Wow. So remember that when you come to Italy, you have to make sure that you go back as a tourist. You have to go back after or before. Don't go after, else next time you apply for this visa, they will reject you. They may not give it to you anymore. So please, before the expiration of your visa, try to go back to your country. In that case, when you come back again, to apply, they will give it to you so easily. Then, should in case you are coming for medical, remember you have to bring to the embassy all the medical reports. You have to attach them in the documents, the medical reports from the doctor and other letters from the Ministry of Health in your country. So if you come and maybe you have not finished what you are doing in Italy, in Europe, then you can go to Questura and ask for more time. You can ask them to give you more months. So explain to them the reason why you can't go back now. Maybe if they find your explanation more reasonable, they can extend your period of stay here. So have that in mind also. It's important. So if you did not finish what you are doing, you can go ask for more time. Most cases they do give more time. They can give you extra 6 months, 3 months, depending. But if you are traveling from one country to the other, make sure you don't overstay in that place. Don't break the laws of the land. You have to go back. A lot of people wonder why they were denied. They were denied because the presentation was poor. The information they gave was not so convincing, so that's why. So, but also around the VFF center in some countries, there are some people who are always hanging around there. Also the workers there could direct you where you can see these agents who can also help you fill out these forms online in case you don't know how to use the computer. These agents can help you get the flight reservation ticket, the hotel reservation, and the insurance. The medical insurance. So they need this insurance because with that they are convinced that when you fall sick, insurance covers you. So that's it. Wow, Italy is beautiful. Nice. I tell you, you will love to come here. Wow, so it's a very lovely place. Yeah, when I was back home, when I was not here in Italy, I used to think that here they speak English, So all my mind was that in Europe everybody speaks English. But when I came in here, man, the first thing was the cold. I think it was in March. Yeah, in March. So it was cold. Wow. And I was not putting on any. I was wearing a suit, but it couldn't solve the problem of the cold. I was still feeling it strong, Then I realized that they can't speak the language. It was difficult communicating. You just have to communicate with signs, sign, giving the sign. But now with translator in your phone, you can now try to communicate a little with translator. So have your Google Translator, whatever, so you can explain what you are trying to say to them. And also be careful. Some people can play a fast one on you. Not everyone you see on the street you trust with your bag. Make sure you have your documents kept intact, Don't just trust anyone who come around, just to help. In most cases, you could have your bag stolen also. So please pay attention. pay attention when you come. So Italy is nice, they are welcoming. So when you come, you can take time to visit other European countries, you know, go to the cinema, the football, watch football, you know, the games. A lot of nice places. You know, one thing about Italy is that all the cities are beautiful. I've not seen a city or any area in Italy that looks local or ghetto. They're all nice places. Yeah, I don't know Europe in general, but I'm just trying to tell you, if you're coming here, it's nice. You have the ancient buildings. They're going to show you some churches, Catholic churches that have stayed for 400 years, 500 years, very long time. You have a lot of statues, you know. So that is it. But if you have someone who is going to take you around, that would be so lovely too. You know, then this person, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Yeah, and while in Italy, try to make friends also. Make friends, it's very nice. This will make you a tourist here, not to be boring. Yeah, so if you're coming alone and you don't have anybody in Italy, then make friends with people, you know, who are going to take you around. But be careful, I don't know, when you are with them, just pay attention to your documents, because I bet you won't like to lose anyone, your bags, you know. So, but in Italy, actually, things are not expensive, things are cheap. I'm just showing you a view, actually. Things are not expensive, things are quite cheap here compared to other places I've been to, like in Switzerland. Things are quite expensive here, I must tell you this. Quite expensive, man. But in Italy, they are cheap. I don't know why, but some people say there are no jobs in Italy. I don't know how true that is. I think it depends. When you have a job, then you will say there's job. For those who don't have a job, we say there's no job. But come to look at it, in every country, you will still find unemployment. It's everywhere. There's no country where you find everybody having a job. You still find people who don't have jobs. So it's everywhere, you know. It depends on who is running the government, you know. How the person is running the government will tell which side the economy will be moving to. So now I'm going down to the supermarket side. Yeah. So just to show you some views, how where you are gonna come looks like. I don't know, are you going to come to Varese? Varese is nice. In Milan. Wow. So if you're coming, have your jacket. It depends on when you are coming. If you're coming in during winter, please bring this big jacket because of the cold. But if you are there saying you're afraid of cold, then I wonder why you're coming to Europe. Because if you don't like cold back home where you are, in your country, you don't like cold, then I tell you, Europe in general is very cold. Very, very cold. So remember to buy a big jacket, wear a thick socks and a cap. You know, these kind of caps that prevents cold. Also, you can buy a hand glove. These are the things you can bring with you. Then if you're coming from Africa or from your country, whether from Asia, Remember also to bring some foods if you're gonna stay in a friend's place, you know, if you're going to stay in a friend's place. Yeah, but also remember, if you are not going to stay in a hotel, then you're going to stay in your friend's place, then you can get a letter from your friend saying that he is going to welcome you, he is going to keep you in his place. So this letter too you can present at the VFF center. I think they're gonna acknowledge that one too. So remember also that you have to have photocopies, originals and photocopies of all these documents ready, you know, all the originals, and make sure that they all have the stamps also, originals and photocopies. Also, you have to translate them to Italian. So you have to translate these documents also to Italian, and then it will be legalized. You don't have to leave them in English language. It needs to be translated. So there are agencies that do those things, you know. Remember to translate them to Italian, you know, and then submit them for legalization. So in this way, you are sure of yourself that you have done everything right, you know. Wow. Cars. I think the break time is over. So people are rushing, going to work, back to work. This Besozzo, the street where I live, staying in Varese. Okay. But remember, if you are denied, don't worry. You have to wait. Most time they don't even tell you why. In some cases they tell you why you are denied, and sometimes they don't usually tell you. But don't worry. For those who are denied, maybe you are listening now. Even if you are denied a visa, I don't think it's wise for you to keep trying and trying every year or every month. You just have to wait. I think the law is that after 5 years, you can, for those who were deported, after 5 years, you are free to reapply. You know, if you were deported from Europe, you are free to reapply for visa. And also for those who were denied, if you are denied, you can still reapply the next year. Don't just rush to reapply almost immediately. And if you commit any crime in any part of the European country you go to, your information is still with them. They have your information. So if you think you have escaped it, when you go to reapply for visa, it will affect you. Also remember, pay your tickets. When you take the bus, pay your tickets. If you take the train, pay your tickets, so that you don't get into trouble you don't fall into the hands of the law. It's important. They don't joke with it at all. The rules are tight. When you're in the train, you have people who will come check, ask you for your tickets, and also carry around your documents, because you never can tell where the police can stop you. The next thing they'll ask you is document. So you have to give them the documents. So they check. If you don't have it, you spend a little time with them explaining. a whole lot of things, you know. And I know you wouldn't like that, because depending if you are going somewhere important, then I tell you, you will lose that appointment, because they need proof that you are not an alien who just passed through the border without proper check of documents. So that's it. They are strict, you know, very, very strict. So, crossing the road to the other side. Yeah. They have to stop. You see? Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful scene, you know. Life in Europe could be there, not there, depending. If you're coming to Europe to live in Europe, you have to have your plans. You have to ask yourself, why are you coming here? You know? Don't come here just to waste your time. And listen, don't think you can come to Europe with your drugs to sell them. They're gonna find you out. Before you say jack, they could get you, even at the airport. So if you think you're coming for drugs, be careful. They have their intelligence everywhere. They are also smart people, you know. So you must have your plans stated out. Your aim in Europe, why you are coming. You know, you have to be focused. You have to be focused while living your life here, living the European life. So please pay attention so that you don't miss your plans.
Wait.
Wow. So, but if you think some people do come and overstay, you know, their journey in Europe, they overstay the visa limit, and it could be disastrous, you know, because if you are found and deported, in most cases, it's difficult for them to give it back to you. You can't come into Europe. Even if you try to apply in Spain, France, Germany, it will be very, very difficult, because they have the central database, you know. So in this central database, all the informations are there. So all the countries in Europe have access to this database, so they can easily check you out. So when you apply for visa back home in your country, they will run a check on you through your fingerprint, because remember, at the VFS center, they will be taking your fingerprint. So, that's it. They will check your fingerprint and they will find out that you overstayed and you were deported. So maybe you can try another country. You can try another country, not in Europe. Maybe Asia, China, anywhere. But don't try Europe if you were once deported from Europe. And you know it could be dangerous. If you are once deported from Europe, it will be there. in the stamp, your visa, your passport, your international passport, the one you use to apply for the visa for. Because if you go to apply for a US visa, other country visa, they will see it. They will find it out at the visa page, and that could make you have a rejection. You could be rejected almost immediately, because for them to see the deportation stamp, for them to see that, I think it's already a kind of proof that you're a bad person. Also, for those who were rejected, I think a kind of a little ticket or stamp is there that proved it, that your visa was denied, and that is a problem too, because when you go to apply for another visa from another country, maybe France, Germany, anywhere, when they run through your passport, they will see this little thing there, the rejection seal, the stamp there, that your visa was denied. So that denial could stop a lot of things, in your journey to travel. But don't worry, don't bother going to. Some people think that by booking for the hotel, paying the money, and paying for the flight, paying for the ticket, the cinema, the matches, the football, paying for these things and bringing the receipts to the VFS center, they think that they will get automatic visa by proving that, okay, I have money, I've paid for all these things. I tell you, I've seen a lot of people too who, after paying for all these things, paying the flight ticket and the rest, they lost everything. They lost it. They lost it all because the visa was denied. You can't cheat the system. So to be safe, please don't pay. Just book. Just have a reservation of it and get the document and submit. And also, if you go paying for the flight ticket, let's say the flight ticket was 300 euro or 400 euro. If you go on to pay for this flight ticket, and then let's assume that the ticket did not come out the visa did not come out in time, what will you do? It means that you have lost the flight, you won't meet up, and then you have lost the money because the visa was not out. So it depends on the airline, how they operate. Some may decide to give you back part of the money, not complete. So if you're lucky, the airline, depending on the rules, the terms and conditions. So please don't pay for the airline, just book, have a reservation. Please also, the yellow card is important. The yellow card is very, very important. You need it. So that's it. So when you come, you will enjoy yourself a lot. Buy a lot of things. As a tourist, you must go to the lake. You must go there. Depending if you are coming during winter or summer. But even if you are coming during winter, just try go around the lake. Take some fresh air. You know, they say people who live close to the lake, they live long because of the iodine. They breathe in this water, the air that contains iodine and also vitamin D. The sunlight. The sunlight, you know, it's nice too when you go hang out in the lakeside. Italy has a lot of water, a lot of lakes, everywhere lakes. Lake. I don't like swimming because they say the density is very high than the normal waters. So if you're not used to the density of the water here, when you go there to swim, you drown. So please, as a tourist, be careful. Unless you are an expert in swimming. Or if you are not an expert, please, you can only put your legs in the water, you know, so you don't risk drowning yourself. So I'm still walking, heading to the supermarket. Okay. So subscribe also to my video, okay? Show me some love. So next time also I'll be making a video on other topics about traveling, you know, lifestyles. Also I'll show you views of other places in Italy, other cities and the rest. And then you will like seeing the view. Not everywhere, but at least reasonable things to see how the city looks like. So I'll show these views like I've done other views also, so you can check out other of my videos where you can find other topics relating to life issues and the rest. So you can support me also by subscribing, sharing, liking, you know, telling me what you think. Also remember that be careful of the friends you are going to make when you come, because if you are new here, some people would like to play smart on you. They could use you to sell some illegal stuff. They could stuff these things into your bag. So please be careful. So that the friends you're gonna make here will not take advantage of your ignorance and put you into trouble. And if you are coming, having in mind to flex around, you know, play dirty a little with girls, with guys, depending. Please protect yourself. Protect yourself against HIV. So So you have to protect yourself, you know, against HIV. So remember to have your condoms, you know. You can buy them. You can buy them and keep in your bag, so you don't, because you don't know the girls or the guys you are going to play dirty with. You don't know what they carry inside your blood. So please play safe, okay? Play safe. Play safe so you can stay alive and enjoy the better parts of this world also. Life is precious. We only live once, we don't live twice. So while it lasts, you have to enjoy. Enjoy by doing the right things. You know? If everyone lives right, then the world will be a safer place. So waiting for this car to go away so I can go my way. Wow, I've made a lot of views now of this area. This is my neighborhood. My neighborhood. Very short. And look at the shop. So now, huh? So, I hope you are enjoying the views which I'm just showing around my area. So, I like that the front part. Also, if you're going to lodge in different hotels, remember to also present those receipts of your reservation, the reservation receipts. Remember to have them with you. Also at the VFS Center. For example, if you are going to France, if you are going to lodge in France, Germany, Spain, maybe 3 countries, and you have booked hotels in these places, remember to have these reservations with you. It's important. Very important. So, one thing I tell you to like when you come, you will like the pizza. There's one they call the pizza kebab. I will show you that in my next video of how it looks like. Very delicious, I tell you this. It's very, very delicious. When you come to Italy, ask for kebab, ask for pizza kebab. You can ask for pizza itself. You can ask for lasagna. You can ask for different kind of pastas. So, so that's my friend. You see them there? These are my friends also. That's Chica and I think Victor. Yeah. Okay. So that's them, you know. They're also here enjoying the life. So see? How many minutes? cool down. Hold on. Can't be busy how many minutes. Video. So those guys are nice, you know. That's Chica, very popular guy. He's nice. He's a Nigerian, an African. Yeah. So if you're an African coming here, you find a lot of Africans too. So you're not just alone, so you won't find it lonely at all. So, you know, everywhere you go, you find a lot of tribes, races in that country. There's no one country where you go and find only one tribe. You see mixtures of people, different countries, Arabs, Africans, Americans, Europeans, everybody mixed up. That's the beauty of life, you know. Variety, spices of everything. Like they say, variety is the spice of life. So imagine if it is just one tribe in that country, to look boring. So with a lot of people mixed up, it's beautiful. So you have a lot to learn from each of those races, each of those tribes, culture, traditions, religion. So you can gain knowledge from them by interaction. They will tell you a lot of things about their country, how things work. Then you can then appreciate the importance of life itself in all totality. You know, you have experience of other people's problems too in their country. Then you see that your country is not exception. It depends on how you handle situations. So I got enough front. So there are a lot of people. A lot. If you're a Muslim, we have Muslims too. If you're a Christian, we have Christians. We have Buddhists, we have different people. That's onto religion, you know. A lot of languages, religion, culture, traditions. You have to experience anywhere you go all over the world. But sometimes I wish all the world, every country will be so peaceful. You know, like years back when you see where you don't need a visa to travel, all you just need is buy a ticket and you travel. There was no border lines, you know, you can go anywhere. But these days you need to pass through a lot of security checks, documentation, you know. It wasn't like this many years ago. But will I say it's better now? No. I would have loved the world to be one, free. But now we have been separated a lot by different things, religion, you know, race, culture. Now you need a visa to travel. Now you don't have to stay longer when you come. There are rules everywhere now. But many years ago, there wasn't rules like this. A lot of things have gone wrong over the years. You know, it's not nice. We should be one, love each other, respect one another. That's the way the world's supposed to be. I don't know if that could ever happen anymore, but I wish it would happen someday, where we see each other as brothers and sisters, you know. Each time you put on the television, you hear of different crimes going on all over the world. People suffering, people dying, people in pain, tears, crying, hunger. It's very bad. So, video me. How many minutes? How many? Ayan, video me. Video me. So, now you see, I'm Daniel Chi. So you can subscribe to my video. Support me by subscribing and liking, sharing. Please, you are free to write me. If you like me, you want to be my friend, you can write me. I'll be willing also to be a friend so we can interact, share ideas and whatever. Tell me what you think. If I miss a point, and you can also share in the comment section so that other people can learn. We're always here to teach each other things, nothing more than teaching each other, helping each other out. Because now you are here, it means you are searching. So I'm signing out. I'm Daniel Chi. So please support me, okay? Show me love. Life is beautiful. Such is love also. Love is a beautiful thing, so don't get it twisted. Show some love to people around you, okay? I'm Daniel Chi. This is me, live and direct in a place called Bezotso. Alright? So maybe when you come to Italy, you can check me out too. Just write me and say, hey, Daniel Chi, I'm in Italy. I'll be willing to come meet you too, to say, hey, so it was you who listened to my video. Alright, signing out, I'm Daniel Chi. Ciao ciao ciao. Ci vediamo quando vieni qui in Italia. Ciao ciao.